Welcome to climbingarborist.com. This morning we've got a Black Locust tree, as you see there, and this whole right hand stem is got to come off, we think, because there's a huge split halfway up. That'll show you once we climb up there. So Conor's going to be climbing today, just gearing himself up. Hi big man.
What's the story?
And we've got Tom creeping around somewhere in the back here. So we've got the access line installed. We've got a couple of throw lines already stuck in the tree, so we're gonna have to fish them out first. And yeah, so if you can see, there's that main union on this stem, and there's a huge split there, and then you move out, there's another union on the left hand kind of stem, and there's a huge split there as well. So we definitely have to take the left hand stem off, and we feel like we're going to have to just take the whole right hand stem too, but we're going to see when we actually get up and really have a good look if we can do some end weight reduction.
Nice little troll ball pinching on locust, of course.
Connor, are you able to throw down any of those throw lines?
What's up?
Are you able to undo the throw line that was up there?
I threw it down.
Oh, okay. Where's the other one? Is the other one over there somewhere?
Yeah, the other one's like there.
Okay. Okay, Tom, so as the climber, when I'm up top, the ideal way that I want the rigging stuff set up is it's kind of all set up in itself. So you want the rope through the pulley, and this is the sling we're going to use, so put that on the end, which means then the pulley can't slide off the end of it.
Yeah.
And then you tied a knot. Did you tie that knot? Yeah, you tied a knot already. So you can send it up like that. We'll send
Probably
up
a bit long because I thought you'd tie the rope, but you'll just clip it on with the.
Yeah, that's alright.
You know.
And then we'll clip on that second sling as well, just in case he wants to use or he needs a longer sling.
Yeah.
So then, actually, we can use that. Clip that on there.
Yeah.
And then he pulls that up, and it's kind of all good to go really, and it's like simple, like the sling's already on, so he'll be able to see that.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to undo that or anything. All he's got to do is tie the
How's he going to tie
the
what
block on.
would he use to tie the rigging point block on?
This on.
Yeah.
They just use the same knot as what he's tied that on with, cow hitch.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even have to unscrew this,
Yeah.
because cow hitch, you just tie the knot and it's on.
Are there any other ways you can attach the block?
Yeah, you can do like running bowline. But cow hitch is just a better.
Is that because you
strong,
can load
it's just
it?
a stronger knot.
Oh,
There's better bend ratio, and the bend on a knot and where it ties around itself is where like weakness comes.
Okay.
So the cow hitch loses less of its strength when you're tying the cow hitch. So.
Oh, that's alright. I'll be dropping it in about 3 seconds.
So we're up in the canopy, and Connor's just kind of out on that first left-hand major limb that we're taking out. So if you can see, that's where the major split is on that limb, and then if you follow out that same stem, there's another major split there. So you've got the one there, one there, and then if we follow this one out to the right, we've got another split here. So pretty much going to have to remove the entire thing all the way back down to the trunk. Right, what I'm thinking is we need to put another rigging point up here.
Yeah.
Just to like spread the weight and almost like to push the weight. Yeah, so I'll put another rigging point just as like to redirect it over. Yeah, Tom, if you could send me up that there's another big gold DMM rigging block. Actually no, I think there might be like a Rock Exotica one. See if there's another biggish one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one there. Because if you need to pull the rope out, or if we need to pull it out, it's just a fucking nightmare if it's going through the porter up. So just kind of, yeah, as soon as you lower it down and it touches the ground, just whip it out of the porter up. This is a rigging line. That's one point, and then we've got a 90-degree angle across to the second point of the rigging line. It's both to share the load and also put the force, the load down into that main union because of the angle. So the load is going to come down the stem into the union rather than the load coming straight down like straight down here. So there's two reasons why we put two rigging blocks up, and then also we can use one rigging block for one side and the other end of the rigging line for the other side. No, because it's not going to fold, so the space is not going to snap off, so it's better just to step cut it really. But you just want to make sure the sling, say if you put it somewhere your arm is, actually make the sling go underneath.
Okay.
Because otherwise it'll come your side and then get trapped, and then you're going to have to fight it, so make sure it goes underneath. Okay, now grab the rigging line.
Yeah.
And pull it with your left hand, like so. Keep the main where it's choked on there, but then grab the slack and pull it underneath this cut that you've made.
Oh, like that.
Or even if you can get it to stay, yeah, there somewhere, because there's like a little. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, you tighten it there. That should be good. Now, when you do that top cut.
Yeah, it'll pop down that way, but it's gonna get hung up though.
But it won't come towards you now.
Yeah, because it's pulling it that way.
Yeah. Nicely done, boys. This next one I'll knock that one out, I feel.
I just don't want it to swing towards that garage, don't smoke.
What garage?
The little shed that's in between the Laurel and...
Oh right, yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. If I didn't put a face cut in it, it might just fucking flop straight down. Because if I do put a face cut in it and it hinges on it, once it falls in towards the house. So you think it's protected by the cycles?
Yeah, and there's another limb below you as well. Anyway, that's going to
Yeah.
stop it swinging in.
So put a face cut in this one as well?
Yeah.
Or will I reach out further and snare off the ends?
Yeah, you can do that. Because I think the branch that you just cut off is maybe hooked on the lower locust branch, so you'll cut that off. You'll get that to that in time anyway. So yeah, just reach out and do that in like 2 or 3 bits.
Okay, good to go?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, that probably happens quite often, doesn't it? When there's like work and...
Didn't have attention. Oh. Can you pull on that? It shouldn't be heavy that you can't like potentially try to lift it a bit. Oh, maybe it will be. Hold on, I can give you a hand, 2 seconds. Heads up. Alright. Huh?
Yeah, you pull it now, Tom. There you go, it's all yours, mate.
Oh, big results, buddy.
your head.
There is the finished tree. So we thinned out a little bit the upper canopy just to take some weight off, but not to make it look too much different. So we took a fair bit out of the upper canopy just so there was not so much load on that main kind of union there. Lightened up this lower limb because there was a bit of like previous kind of split on there, and then yeah, and then stack the wood. That's going to come and be collected later on. Good job, good job, Tommy boy. Nice one, mate.
Your rigging was exquisite.
Yeah,
Our heads didn't even get touched.
You were good on the rigging, mate. That was. I felt like that's something we haven't done too much of, and you.
We've done a lot. We've done a few.
Yeah.
Days with George, and we a little bit of light rigging.
Yeah.
It was funny though, like, so I've been putting everything through the porter app, and then that little piece that split, and we didn't put it through the wrap.
Yeah.
It was a bit heavy when
So
it came off.
I completely forgot, like, because you just get, yeah.
You forget how good putting it through the porter up.
Yeah.
It's just so easy. Just one wrap around the porter wrap, and it feels like you could take the world on the rigging line. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets dangerous when you start putting it around the barrel.
Yeah, because you can handle whatever. You just keep wrapping it around, but obviously the tree and the components might not be able to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought that was like something with nails in it, but on the tyre. But it's just a leaf from here. Like,
yeah.
black nail.
That's why it was good. Like, it was good for both of you to see, really, like, because generally you wouldn't rig with like 2 points. There's a few reasons why you would, but generally you wouldn't. But when I got up there and I saw that first piece rig off of that 1 point, and it was just like flexing it down, and obviously, like, whenever you're the one cutting, like you were, you're not looking at how much it's flexing, but because I was in the tree and I was up right next to it, and I was like, ooh man, like that, there's a lot of weight, and that wasn't even a big piece. And so then I thought,
I was thinking after it that we should have been doing it like that regardless of if there was a split, because of how easy it made it to be able to.
well, that's what happened in the end anyway. Well, I thought we are going to end up rigging from this point, so if we just add that now and then share the load of the rigging and force it down, but then we can use like
when you use 2 rigging points, can you almost do, if they're not like horizontal, can you almost multiply the weight? Like, you know, you said when you climbed up that tree, if you got a base anchor, your weight is doubled when you go up.
Yeah.
Can you do that with rigging as well?
Oh yeah. You have to kind of be able to understand, like, so just because we had 2, it all depends on like angles, right? Because just because you have 2 rigging points in the tree, that doesn't that doesn't half the load. Because depending on if you've got one higher and one lower, the one higher is taking more of the load. If you've got, and even like I think a 90-degree angle doesn't mean 50% of the load. It means, like, I'll have to look at a chart. It's something like 70% possibly, but then that's better than what it would have been if it was just one. And then you've got the direction of the force, which improves as well. So there's like, there's so many reasons, and that's what made me feel most comfortable about that. It was the direction of the force, like rather than going like straight down on the limb like that. It was because we were doing that 90-degree. It was like meaning the force was actually like going straight down the stem, which is where it's strongest. So.
And also, if it was just us 2 and you weren't there, and I set those up, both of them straight away, then I wouldn't have had to have went back up and reset a whole new rigging system, because it would have just been able to use the same.
Yeah. So like for future jobs, if ever we feel like one side is going to be rigged, and then another side is going to be rigged, and you're going to rig like using 2 locations, you may as well set up from the beginning, because then less stress on the tree. You're going to set up 2 rigging points anyway. It means 1 trip to the top to do it, and
Sure,
like
you have done it all
yeah,
the time anyways,
yeah, but sometimes you get into a job and then you're like, oh, I should have added another one. So if you know you're gonna have 2 different locations, you may as well like
almost
set it up in one.
Broadleaf trees, you're most likely gonna have to rig
Yeah.
from different locations.
It's funny as well, we looked at this job for quite a while yesterday, more than like any other jobs. And even the day as we were doing it, the job changed, the way we were working, like not kept changing, but it changed a few times of how you're going to take it, pieces.
Yesterday was pointless anyways because you chucked up another rope.
Yeah.
I didn't even...
Well, no, yesterday wasn't pointless.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the throw line was just like almost a reason to come out here, but then the benefit was like to actually see the tree, talk through the job when we weren't like wanting to like get going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you feel like you would have done anything different?
Not particularly. Maybe I just would have chogging it down. I might have like for some reason maybe lack of experience done it a different way or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have just done like face cuts the whole time, thinking maybe that was the way you're supposed to do it, rather than the step cuts just made it so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, when you know it's kind of gonna fall away from you, and there's no risk of you like falling into you.
Yeah.
Then step cuts is the easiest way, because Tom had like the tension on it already, so it's not like you're snatching it down. So if you can do a step cut and you know it's gonna like glide away from you, then that's always easier than doing a face cut. Because if you do a face cut on bigger stuff and then you get it mismatched, and then your back cut goes in and then it like just locks out and it doesn't snap off.
I felt a few times as well, like you say, when you dish to the step cut, you were in control because it was you. Whereas when you put a felling cut in, it was a bit more like it goes all at once. Do you know what I mean? Whereas step cut, you like put your saw away and then you just heaved it over. Yeah. And so I knew when it was going to go exactly. Yeah. How Dan showed me, because I was like, I did it before you went like wrapped it. I was like, oh, that's right. But for some reason, it was just like, no, we're going to start rigging. Yeah, you're planning. And I did it again. I was like, I just second guess myself.
Yeah. Also, another thing I didn't tell you. So I don't know if you would have done it or not, but so say the rope's coming down here. It goes round the port wrap behind that peg and back up. You want that part that comes back up to go like across like that, like diagonal, because some people, like new people, would come up and then decide to like duck it back round, and it creates such a harsh angle it just doesn't run.
That's probably what I was. No, I didn't know whether I didn't know whether I came around the back peg, how it finished off, but I got it in the end.
Well, whatever way you did, I was running smooth. It wasn't getting stuck.
And then for those last pieces, it was dialed in because it was coming off, you were letting it swing, and then you had enough to just kind of let it go. Whereas if you have it like, say you had another wrap on there and you tried to let it go, it would go, but so slowly it would have just like taken out the hedge.
Second guess yourself.
That's the thing about, so say if you go to the park, right, the more times you do that, and the more times you even like, say if you're at home and you got a bit of rope and you're tying knots and stuff, and it's like even like getting in your harness, like if you were just like at the park and you put your harness on, took it off, put it on, and the more times you do it, when you come to do it at work, it'll be normal. Whereas like, say the few times you've like done a little removal and you put the spurs on,
it takes forever.
Yeah, like everything takes forever, because you'll put your harness on, or you'll go to get your spurs, and you almost like, there's so many things going on, you're forgetting about what you should do first, and then so you maybe like you've got your harness on, and then you've clipped your lanyard on, and you've clipped your rope on, so you've got everything tied to you.
But you've got to get something.
Then you need to like to put your spurs on, and you've got all this stuff clipped to you that you don't need because you're not ready to go yet.
That's one thing I'm finding, because like I'm not climbing like very like often. It's like fucking having to. So that's why I've been trying to. I know he calls me a swat. But that's why I've been trying to go. So like, I'm not like learning completely all over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I've noticed I've only been like two times, and it's made such a big difference. Like when I first get there, like just getting set up before you get in the tree. Like, that's what I wanted to get a bit better at. But obviously, I haven't been using spurs.
You also haven't been doing it.
Don't listen to him anyway.
Yeah, obviously. I hope he does.
No, because the thing is that with this job on with anything that's like practical, physical, like yeah, you can learn on the job, and there's certain things on the job that you'll only learn on the job. But all the stuff that you can do like at home and like if you go out to the park or whatever, and get more familiar with, like get more practice at.
Well, even when general climate.
Yeah, then when you come to work, all of those things, you've already started to learn those things in a safe environment without time pressures. So then you can concentrate on like...
Who's on the other one? The big one?
Yeah.
I seen stuff coming out of the top back, but I was like, what the fuck? And you just standing up there.
Good job. Good job, Tommy boy. Nice one, mate.